Hi, and welcome to your Brainstem NeuroPilates class. Let's start by locating where the brainstem is. So if you can take your hand out like this and stick your thumb inside, and then just make a fist on top of it. Let's pretend this part is your brain, your thumb is your brainstem, which leads into your spinal cord, which is your forearm. So your brainstem is at the top of your spinal cord. And you can relax your hand now. It's in charge of your autonomics, basically. It takes care of your heart rate, your blood pressure, your digestion. It's an extremely important part of the brain. The way we're going to stimulate it in this class is mostly through breathing exercises, and then we're going to do some weirder neurological exercises with the tongue and the jaw at the end of the class. So let's get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and start standing with our feet hip distance apart. And I'd like you to place one hand here on your upper chest and one hand on your tummy. And start to take some deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose or the mouth, whatever you like. And I just want you to notice where you're channeling your air. So obviously the air is going into our lungs, but our shape changes when we breathe in, right? So when you breathe in, do you feel like you're lifting your chest like this? Or do you feel like your stomach comes out like this? And I'd like you to just keep this top hand pretty quiet. Keep this chest part pretty quiet. And as you inhale, just allow the tummy to expand forward. And as you exhale, draw your navel in towards your spine. And then again, breathe in. Feel the movement of the belly, the natural movement of the belly. And then as you exhale, pull your navel in toward your spine. A lot of us are very worried about breathing and allowing our tummy to move like this because we think we're going to get a tummy from doing this or a belly. You won't. You are warming up your muscles, your breathing muscles. Lovely. Now take your hands here on the sides of your rib cage, and as you breathe in, I want you to imagine all this inflating out to the side and also to the back of the rib cage. So imagine you're an umbrella, and the umbrella is opening out front, side, and back as you inhale. And as you exhale, feel the bottom of the rib cage as if it were a circle, which it is. Feel it closing towards the center of your body. As you inhale, feel the ribs expand like an accordion, out, front, side, everywhere. And then as you exhale, feel the ribs closing. And notice if you're breathing more to the right side than the left. Most of us who are right-handed do that. You'll notice just slightly difference in volume, but we do have these intercostal muscles that are usually stronger on one side. One more time, inhale. And then exhale. And now let's stretch our primary breathing muscle, which is our diaphragm. It sits here. And the way to stretch it is through a long exhalation. So you're going to take a deep inhale, lifting the arms up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, I want you to open your mouth and empty all the air out. Keep trying to exhale, keep trying to exhale, keep trying to exhale. Even when you think you've finished, keep trying to exhale. And then inhale all the way up again, and then exhale with an open mouth and a relaxed throat. Empty, 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 empty. Almost to the point where you get a cramp here, and then inhale last time, and then exhale. And relax. Stretching your diaphragm like this does really, really great things to your posture. Your diaphragm is connected to a lot of the muscles that make us caved or kyphotic or whatever you want to call it, slouched posture, and this just helps open things up. So next we're going to just mobilize our joints a little bit to be able to prepare for something we're going to start with. So take your right foot forward and just circle your heel around. Allow your knee to go with it. And now just let your breathing be completely natural and change direction. And then change feet, take the other leg forward. And while you're doing this, I'll talk to you a little bit more about your brainstem, which is the theme of today's class, as you know. So the brainstem does regulate our breathing. It's what keeps us alive. Change direction. So pretty important from a survival point of view. And the breathing exercises trigger this part of the brain and immediately calm the nervous system down. You should feel like you're calmer after this class, even if it is actually a workout. I can't remember if we changed direction, but if you haven't changed direction, then please do. And then take your feet hip distance apart and circle your knees around like this. And just imagine you have eyes on your kneecaps, and they're trying to scan the whole room. Change direction. So it looks like this. Let me show you the knees. Circle round, stretch it at the back, and your trunk should just be going straight down. And relax. Straighten these out. And then when you're ready, we'll warm up the hips a little bit. Press into your left foot. I'm mirroring you. Lift your right leg, but not too high, and then just swing the leg from side to side like a pendulum. This is much better done if you're holding onto a wall. And then change. Press down into the right foot, lift your left leg, and just swing your leg side to side, taking care that you're not involving your pelvis as you do this. And then go ahead, take the feet hip distance apart. And then just roll your shoulders back, take big circles. Keep your arms hanging heavy. Roll your shoulders forward. And roll down through the spine like a rag doll, and then roll back up again. And all I want you to do now is identify which nostril is more open. So check one nostril, and then check the other nostril, and usually at any given time, one is clearer than the other, or the airway feels clearer. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna block the good one, block the good nostril. And if you feel like they're both pretty even, just block one of them, it doesn't matter. Make sure throughout this exercise that your mouth remains closed, and we're just gonna start marching. And all we're gonna do now is create this feeling of air hunger, which we're gonna do throughout today's class. This feeling of air hunger, what it does is it makes the carbon dioxide levels in the bloodstream increase, making the oxygen uptake by our cells significantly higher once we let go. So I want you to feel starved for air a little bit, a little bit. If you have very, very high blood pressure, please consult first with your doctor before you do any of these exercises, or just do the exercises without the breath, without the air restriction. If your blood pressure is slightly high, you should be all right because it's a very low-grade form of air restriction that we're doing. And whenever you need to, just open. Now do some squats. And they don't have to be deep squats, they just have to make you work a little bit. Get some blood pumping in the legs. You should have your mouth completely closed. So this is, obviously you're not allowed to talk. I'm talking, but you should do this with your mouth completely zipped. Let's go to higher marches now. If you're extremely fit cardiovascularly, you could turn this into a jog actually. Now let's go squat side kick. Keep the nostril blocked throughout. Keep the mouth closed. And you should feel like you're starting to feel the need to breathe in now. And then go ahead, inhale. And now is where we're getting all this oxygen uptake by the cells. When we increase our carbon dioxide levels, when we increase the need to breathe in, that oxygen respiration is going to be a lot better. So we're going to be doing this quite a bit in a bit more intense ways throughout the rest of the class. If you can go ahead and stand at the back of your mat now, we're going to inhale to prepare, exhale, roll down, bend the knees at the bottom, and walk out to your all fours position. Let's go cat-cow again. As you exhale, go into a cat stretch. And as you inhale, come into a cow. And you can do this in one go or vertebra by vertebra. Now, when you go into cat stretch, you're going to stay there this time. And as you inhale, allow your abdominals to hang and inflate as if you're pregnant. And then as you exhale, pull your navel in and scoop it in towards your spine. As you inhale, allow the tummy to hang down. And then as you exhale, pull your navel in towards your spine. And then we just start pumping like this as we exhale. You may have done this in a yoga class before. Technically, it's called Kapalabhati if you've done it in yoga, where we pump in. We're just going to do it a lot slower than how you would have done it in a yoga class. We're going to pump in. And if you can see my hand, it's moving up, 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 up with the exhalations. Inhale, release. This movement is really, really beneficial. It's going to stimulate the vagus nerve, the long wandering nerve, which actually does come from the brainstem also. Exhale, we come back, which is why we're doing it in this class. It's going to help with your digestion, with any organ-related issues, because this nerve innervates all these organs. Exhale, pump in 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Inhale, release. We'll do it one last time. Exhale, go back to your round stretch, and we'll do that breathing again. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Really scoop in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and relax. Well done. Go ahead and have a seat now. You can sit cross-legged or on the sofa or whatever you like. And then again, we're going to do this exact same exercise. We're going to inhale, inflate the tummy, and exhale, pull in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 20, I think, 20. If you're used to doing this in a yoga class, you would have done this type of breathing through the nose. And I find that quite difficult to exhale that forcefully just using my nose. I know it's a skill I need to work on. But if you're like me, just feel free to do it through the mouth first. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. And it's like we're giving our organs a nice little massage. Exhale, pull in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Very hard to do and talk at the same time. So we're going to be doing this kind of Kapalabhati movement in our abdominal curl-up. So let's go ahead and start just a basic curl-up to start with. If you go ahead and lie down on your back, and now we start some Pilates. So imagine that you've got your cup of tea again on the top of your pelvis. We're going to spill the cup of tea over the tummy, and then back again to center. Spill the cup of tea over your tummy, and then bring it back to center. And just keep rocking your pelvis back and forth like this. Relax your bottom. And then release. Then take your hands behind your head and actively make your trunk longer by scooping back a little but keeping your pelvis where it is. So we've created a bit of space between the vertebrae. We're going to nod the chin and exhale to curl up. And when you do this, really feel a deep scoop here with your abdominals. Inhale to release. And as you exhale, curl up, letting the head feel heavy in your hands. Think of a tomato underneath your chin that you don't want to squish. And I know you've done this exercise a lot, but I want you today in the brainstem class to really feel like it's the exhalation that's lifting you rather than you lifting and exhaling. It's the exhalation, the ribs closing, that's tipping your rib cage down towards your pelvis. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to curl up, keeping the weight of the head heavy in the hands. Inhale to lengthen back down again. As you exhale, think of these two hip bones coming towards each other. And think of that bottom of the rib cage closing like there's a magnet in the center of your body. And the bottom of the rib cage is going to that magnet. And let's do 3 more before we start the Kapalabhati breaths here. Remember, it's the exhalation that's lifting you. It's like your head and shoulders are just coming along for the ride. Now stay here. And as you exhale, we're going to start the pumps. Ready? We're going to pump. As you exhale, your abdominals should scoop inwards. 6, 7, 8, 9. You'll find your trunk is pulsing up a little bit as you do that. As the diaphragm moves up, it pushes your rib cage to tilt a little bit. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Inhale, release. Well done. We're going to do that again. Exhale, curl up. And pump in 1, 2, 8. You can do this nasally if you like. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Inhale, release. Well done. And relax. Okay, we're going to lift our legs up to a table position, keeping our spine neutral if possible. And we can't do a breathing class without doing the classic 100 exercise. So reach your arms long and hover them above the ground. And with the 100, for those of you who haven't done this before, we're pumping the arms nice and strong like this from the shoulders. And you're going to drop your chin a little, curl up with the head and shoulders, and really look towards your pubic bone. And if you're feeling energetic or you feel like the legs just straighten naturally, then go ahead and do that. And we're breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 20. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 30. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 40. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 50. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 60. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 70. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 80. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 90. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 100. Bend the knees and rest the head and shoulders down, rest the arms, and then take your legs down and relax. Well done. Well done. Okay, so glue your legs together. Let's try the Kapalabhati exhales, the pumps, with a little bit of a twist. This should stimulate quite a bit more organs. So squeeze your legs together, take them on a diagonal, and then as you exhale again, feel like it's the exhalation that's curling you up. I know your abdominals are really tired now, but just try and again think about that vacuum creating with the exhale, and let the exhale help you. Use the breath as a tool to help you lift higher. Let's do 5 of these. We're on the 3rd one, now we're 4th. We're going to hold on the 5th and pump again. 1, 2, only 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Hold and release. Switch your knees over to the opposite side. 5 plain ones. Exhale, we curl up. Inhale to release. Exhale, curl. Inhale, release. Exhale and release. 2 more. Again, try not to pull your head with your hands, but let it all feel like it's coming along for the ride. Hold it at the top, and with the strong exhalations, pump in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it was 10 only, wasn't it? And relax and rest. Stretch your legs, stretch your arms. Take some deep breaths into your tummy here as you inhale. Allow the tummy to really rise towards the ceiling. As you exhale, pull your navel to your spine strongly. Breathe in, inflate your tummy. And as you exhale, pull your navel in towards your spine again. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. And now we're going to roll over on our tummies. So go ahead and lay on your stomach and just rest your head on your hands and take a few moments to really push your breath in towards the floor. So as you inhale, push your tummy in towards the floor, or your abdominals towards the floor. And notice how your lower back rises. Notice how your tailbone drops as you do that. Breathe in again. Really push your tummy into the floor. And exhale, relax. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. As you inhale, push your tummy into the floor again. Tip your elbows towards the floor and just lift slightly. And then as you exhale, come back down again. Keep the back of the neck long here. As we inhale, lift. And then exhale to lengthen. A lot of instructors will cue to exhale on the lift or to tighten the abdominals to protect the back. And the reason for this kind of cueing is because Pilates used to be mostly for dancers who had very bendy spines. I mean, it's mostly dancers who got attracted to this method. And nowadays we're working with a lot of closed, slouched spines. So we're going to inhale to extend because we need all the help we can get on this extension. We want to help the ribs open up. So as you inhale, tip your elbows down, allow the ribs to open, and use the belly movement as a tool to get your spine to extend better. In fact, let's take it further now and go into a full swan. Inhale, we extend up. Exhale to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen forward. Again, inhale, push your elbows towards the floor so that the shoulder blades stabilize. And then as you exhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen forward. And breathe in, inflate your tummy. Think of creating length and space as you come up. And then think of creating length and space as you come down. Now we're going to energize the legs a bit. You can turn your legs out slightly if you want. Inhale to come up. Exhale, tip over your pubic bone to allow the legs to lift. Now for some of you, this may feel really uncomfortable, especially if you've got a thin mat. So I would just put the pillow under your pubic bone here, or I would leave the legs down. These mats are really nice and thick, so it feels fine. Use the inhale. You should feel all your posterior muscles very connected now, your glutes, your hamstrings, your back. Inhale to lift, exhale to tip. Let's do 2 more. And then lengthen down. Reach the arms to the front, energize. Lift the legs again, energize the body. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax and push back to a child's pose, rest. And when you're in this child's pose position, really think about breathing into the back of the rib cage. I remember my first Pilates class, the instructor kept saying, breathe into the back, breathing into the back. And I had no idea what she meant to breathe. How on earth am I supposed to breathe into my back? And I think we often forget that our rib cage go all the way around to the back as well. So remember, this is still your rib cage. Try and expand into the back of your rib cage as you're squishing the front of your rib cage. So really feel the skin stretching with every inhalation. Feel that skin just stretching apart as you inhale, and as you exhale, feel the skin close and become loose again. Inhale, stretch the skin around where the bra strap is, where the rib cage is. And exhale to release. Okay. We're going to do a push-up exercise now on in one level, and then at the very end of the class, we're going to do it again, but slightly more advanced level. So I'm going to do a breathing exercise with this again. So we're going to move on an exhalation, and the exhalation is going to be increasing as the push-ups increase. So anyway, if you just follow along, and you should be fine. First, let's get some normal push-ups going. You take a box position. Bend your elbows out diagonally, and with your head, it should feel like you're doing a capital A. If someone was to stand on top of you now and look at the angle of your arms, it should be a capital A. Exhale to push up. So if you're doing the most Basic form of push-up, it's just head between the hands in this box position and then push away. And then of course you can send your knees further back if you want to work a little stronger, or feel free to do a full push-up. But remember, there is another set of this coming up, and we're integrating this with the breathing. So take a big inhale, and as you exhale, do one push-up. Take an inhale again. As you exhale this time, do 2 push-ups. Take an inhale again. As you exhale, do 3 push-ups. Now remember, this has to be one continuous exhale. And now you probably see why I picked the box position. Inhale to prepare. Exhale 4 push-ups with 4 counts exhalation. So let the air out slowly. Inhale. Exhale 5 push-ups. Again, we're creating air hunger, and exhale 6 push-ups. Even if you finish breathing out, hold your breath at the end of those push-ups. We're going up to 8. Inhale to prepare. 7 push-ups now. 7 counts exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. Obviously, quality of the push-up. Make it easy so you're able to do it. Last one. Exhale for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and relax. In child's pose, take a big inhale here. Remember, the benefit is now. Now is where that oxygen is getting soaked up by your cells, because you've created this drive or need for air. Your nervous system was freaking out a little bit. Where's the oxygen? Where's the oxygen? Ah, here's the oxygen. Now it takes it all up and get a much better gas exchange happening. Wonderful. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some side bends here, because we're going to try and use the breath to initiate a nice open side bend. So we did this in the parietal lobe class, and if you can have a seat with your feet and your bottom and your hand all in one line, and if your hand was nice and open, you're going to angle your finger towards that side of the wall. So when you inhale, I want you to think of inflating your, if I'm mirroring you, let me mirror you. So can you take your legs to the same direction I've got, my hand that way? Great. Now I want you to breathe into your right rib cage. Really strongly. Breathe into your right rib cage. And then as you inflate the right rib cage, take it up and open. Exhale to come down. So use the inhale, reach up. Exhale to kiss the floor. Inhale, reach up. Feel free to do this on your elbow if your wrists are a little sore after those push-ups. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, breathe in. Really inflating the right rib cage. Exhale to release. Let's go to the full thing now. Feel free to do one more set of this though. Now we're going to inhale again into the right rib cage, and we inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, kiss the floor. Inhale, reach up and over. Aim to do about 5 of these. But again, we're using the breath to make the movement easier. Really expand through that right rib cage as you come up into that side bend. If it's too much, stick to knees down again. Last time, reach up and in and relax. Well done. Now take a mermaid position. Side bend towards your feet. Remember, we're mirroring each other. Take your hand behind your head, and as you exhale, rotate towards your feet. As you inhale, open up towards the ceiling. Exhale, rotate down towards your feet. Inhale, open up towards the ceiling. One more time, breathe out. And then breathe in, open, and switch sides. So we're going to stack our legs again. This time we're going to channel the air. First do some bent ones. This time we're going to channel the air into the left rib cage. So really feel this side is like a balloon, expanding, expanding, expanding to the ceiling and reaching you up and over. See this arm, I want it to be a little bit more vertical. So as I exhale to come down, I'm going to bring this a little closer, adjust your spacing if you need to. Spiral this arm out and reach up, 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 up and over into your left rib cage. Exhale, kiss the floor with the hips and reach back up again as you inhale. And create as much of a side bend as you possibly can. Try and be a rainbow, not a plank with your trunk. Last one. Inhale to reach, 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 reach. Exhale to come down. Remember, you can do one more set of this one. You can even do it on your elbow, or you can take it further and do the full version. So middle finger pointing that way. Put pressure on your left foot and reach up as you inhale, opening the left rib cage. Exhale to come back down. Remember, you've got to have a sticky surface here. If your mat is stretching or sliding, it makes it all much more difficult. So you're better off on the floor and without socks. Inhale, reach up, or grippy socks if you have them. Exhale to come down. And again, I think we've got two more. And release. Last one. Breathe in. And relax. Take your mermaid position. Reach up and side bend towards your feet. Take your hand behind your head. As you exhale, rotate down towards the feet. Inhale, open up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round back towards the feet. Inhale, open towards the ceiling. And then last time. Inhale, reach up and relax. Well done. Okay, just take your wrists together and circle like this. Just before we, and then change direction. We're just going to do a nice, easy exercise to recover with our wrists a little bit before we go into the push-ups again. And we're just going to take a little break now before we do that again. So inhale, lengthen really, really tall. We're going to do spine twist. You can sit cross-legged or sit on the sofa or whatever you like. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come back center. And exhale, twist to the left. So we're only twisting from the waist up. So if you're doing this in a true, proper rib cage only way, you'll feel like you're not twisting very far. You won't be able to twist very far. Try it on an inhalation. And then try the same twist on an exhalation. And notice how usually the exhale will make you twist further. So breathe out to twist. Into center. Exhale, twist. In center. Now let's go to the right. We go one, exhale. Exhale, a little bit deeper, twist again. And then exhale, a little bit deeper, twist again. Inhale, lengthen up and spiral tall. Exhale, twist to the left, a little bit deeper. Second twist, a little bit deeper. Third twist, even deeper. Inhale. We all have one side where we twist more. So notice that difference. Exhale, twist to the right. One, a little bit deeper. Two, and a little bit deeper. Three, inhale, come back center. Exhale, twist to the left. One, a little bit deeper. Two, again, you should feel your mid back here. Three, inhale, come back center. One more time on each side. Twist to the right. One, a little bit further. Two, a little bit further. Three, inhale, come back center. Twist to the left. One, a bit further. Two, a bit further. Three, reach up tall and relax. Great. Ready for those push-ups? So we're going to do the exact same thing from 1 to 8, but this time try and go, if you were in a box like I was, now let's try send our knees a little bit further back. But of course the technique and the quality is the most important thing. So if you're not used to doing push-ups, I actually recommend it's better to do this standing against the wall rather than like this. If you want to do full push-ups and you're up for it, feel free. Ready? Take a big inhale. Exhale, do 1 push-up. Inhale. Exhale, do 2 push-ups. Breathe in. Exhale, 3 push-ups. Make sure you're maintaining your neutral spine even as fatigue kicks in. Breathe in. Exhale, 4 push-ups. Remember, that's a continuous exhalation. Inhale. Exhale, 5 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6 push-ups. 4, 5, 6. We've got 2 more. Inhale. You'll notice you're getting a lot more tired when your muscles are starved of oxygen. Exhale, 7 push-ups. 1, 2. You can make them smaller push-ups. 3, 4, 5, 6. Think of your alignment. 2, 7. Inhale to prepare. Last 8. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and relax in child's pose. Rest. So it's quite a big difference with the breath practice when you add it. And the effect of this is very cardiovascular. If you're one of those people that always feels short of breath or you get tired very quickly, then adding this to your cardio, making your exhalations longer, will help you with your recovery, but it will also help you get fitter. Right, curl your toes, walk back towards your feet, stretch down, and do a slow roll up all the way back up. So what we've done so far is get quite a bit of breathing practice with the effort of the exercise. We also stimulated our vagus nerve, which innervates all of our organs. That was through the pumping. And now to finish the class, we're going to do some neurological exercises that directly stimulate the neurons of the brainstem, which involve the tongue and the jaw. Like I mentioned earlier, they could seem a little bit weird, but they are often very magical. So magical in that in their effect. So let's go ahead and have our feet hip distance apart. Take your best posture, and then if you can, swirl your tongue inside your mouth in circles like this. The tongue, as we age, is a muscle that gets weaker. So keep the muscle alive and change direction. And relax. Now just have your teeth slightly open and glide your jaw from side to side. And you'll notice that sometimes it's just blocked. It's not even happening. You'll find yourself moving your lips instead of your teeth. So you do it in front of a mirror if you need to. You do it with your hand guiding your jaw if you need to. It's going to want to snap to the side. Make sure it's going with control, slow motion. And now try to go at this circular type movement with your jaw. So you can follow my hand if you can't see my jaw. Change direction. Again, with this minimal mouth and lip tension. Just think of this joint. And then finish off with the facial nerve, which also comes from your brainstem by raising, this is going to seem the weirdest, that's why I left it last. We're going to raise our eyebrows like this. And everybody always asks me in every course, should we do this even if we've had Botox? Yes, even more so. It matters even more if you've had Botox, because this facial nerve needs to be kept alive, needs to be stimulated. So if you can do that repetitively, great. And relax. So for this part of the brain, it's important as we age. I feel like as people start, as they get into their 70s, they start to realize the effect of these exercises more. But if you can start doing them even sooner, even better. So things like any tongue exercises, any swallowing exercises, any gargling, any facial exercises, face yoga is quite big now. These are really good exercises that you can do at home as self-practice. So you keep this brain area alive. And for the rest of it, just think about making your exhales longer when you're doing any cardiovascular activity, or even just when you're walking, to keep the brainstem happy, stimulated, and activated. So well done, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed this class, and I will see you for the next one.